digital rain. Mickey's casting spells with a sorcerer's cane. Simba roars softly in the twilight's embrace. Walt and Mickey's shadows, a holographic grace. Elsa's icy touch, freezing time on the screen. Our real song echoes in a pixelated dream. The lamp of Aladdin shines with wishes untold. Every golden moment, a history we hold. In this vault of dreams where magic never fades, pixie dust and memories, a timeless parade. From the stars they gather in a virtual spree. Disney golden moments, all here on Vevi. Buzz to infinity in a silent stroll. Bells enchanted rose forever hold. Dumbo's gentle flight high above the sky. Every frame of memory, never saying goodbye. Stitch's playful grin breaks the digital calm. Peter's shadow dance is haunting like a song. Tiana's dreams simmer in the bayou's glow. Golden moments whisper of stories we know.
What up, what up, what up? I got one icon on my desktop. I'm sure you guys are probably eyeing it already, and it's the Veveverse. Let's go. First Veveverse live stream. How's everyone's day going? We got Robbie in the chat, Mr. Champ, Luke, Mel, Pasternak. What's going on, guys? I'm not gonna waste any time here, so I wanna just open things right up. But if there's anything you guys want me to cover in today's live stream, I'm not entirely sure how long we're gonna be live for. I'm sure we might have some people actually even join us on stream, but let me know if there's anything specific you guys want me to cover. We got Vivi France in the chat. Bonjour. My French sucks, but we're gonna open this up here, and there you guys go. We got the purple logo. They changed it from green to purple. Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna open just a blank space. And I will explain in a second why here. So we got some default spaces available right now. This is just in the beta too, keep in mind. So there is going to be, I think, another space available called Villa. But right now we have the default Veveverse home, which everyone should be familiar with at this point. We have the convention hall and then the warehouse, which are just default spaces provided through Cavernous. So we're going to open just a completely empty space first. We'll do test space. We got Pixel, What Up Man, Rondo, and so it begins. Let's go. How's everyone's day going? On a scale of 1 to 10, let me know how audio's is as well, because I just realized my mic was turned on here, so I gotta shut that off. In the top right, you'll see like recording settings. So you have your mic that you can mute, you have your video camera that you can turn on and off. There's my avatar, and then you have your stream board settings, which I'm sure we'll cover later on as well. But we're just in an open world right now, so I'm looking around. Can't really tell, but I'll go over into we'll go walk interactive, so you can see me in third person. You can use your mouse to scroll in and out, so you get a better POV. But this is just like a basic Ready Player Me avatar that I made, and again, they're free, so you guys can go to Ready Player Me. Just search it on Google, should be first link, and then you guys can create one for yourself. And then the way that you'll input it is just click on your profile in the top right here, and then you have the option of running the Cavernous avatar, which you can change the color and all that, and then you can do the Ready Player Me avatar. Actually, change avatar. Oh, yeah. So there's only the one. Black Demon, what up? Double Quill, hello, hello. No, I don't want the Ready Player Me, or I want the Ready Player Me. Update avatar. Luke says, might delete my channel IG and base it on Veveverse after I set up my collection. Yeah, so I want to talk about some things in today's stream, guys, just to set some expectations, because, you know, it's not a AAA game. This is obviously their very first step with the Veveverse, and there are going to be bugs. Expect them. So I say that as Vivi hops in the chat. What's going on, guys? But yeah, guys, the more feedback that gets submitted, the better, obviously. So but we'll open up library here. I'm gonna not show that. We're gonna go to architecture. So just to be clear, in the beta there was a point where we could kind of upload our own files, like PNG images and GIFs and stuff like that. Right now, we are being asked to take that away. So that's the reason why you're going to see all this stuff in my library, but I'm not going to be using any of it right now. But under architecture, we have a wall. So the wall west, south, and east, it's all the same one. It's just different directions. So I'll place that down. And I'm going to try and share as many like tips and tricks that I've noticed so far. But what I've noticed is, well, now that I've placed this component down, I can go over to textures. Or, well, it was here before. They might have switched it, actually. But typically, once you edit this, the textures for this would pop up here as well, if they weren't by default in the library. But I was messing around with like the stone texture and stuff like that in another world. After they imported this fence. But what else we got? We got a sunshade. We have a sliding door, stairs, landing, ramp, and then I'll bring these two in a sec. What I'm doing is I'm just clicking and holding shift, so it allows me to select multiple at a time, and then I can just click insert. Oh. So that's what I mean about the bugs, guys. You might walk into something and get stuck. There's a couple ways around this. So there's the button that pops up that says just return to start. What I like doing is I like opening controls and just go to fly mode, and you can just go right out. I know it's a little bit of a hassle, but you're gonna have to find workarounds like that from the beginning. So now the reason why it had me place the objects on the fence is because technically there is no floor right now. I just opened a completely empty space. So what I can do is under, is it architecture? Yeah, ground plane. I can just insert a ground plane, and then that just sets the ground for me. I'm using... There we go. So now I'm on top. I want to make sure... Okay, cool. Okay, so these are going to be out of the architecture pieces, so I can take the stairs, and then the tools on the left-hand side, so we'll break this down. So this is just exploring, so your cursor doesn't get stuck on anything. Interact, so there might be some collectibles that you can open the doors or well, interact with, and this is what you would use. The move tool, so the move tool allows you to move the object left, right, up, or down. It allows you to rotate as well, and scale the white box, but it's only scaling the entire object. So if you want to get more complex with it, click the arrows, and then you can rotate and scale each side that way. Rondo, can you import Avengers Tower and build around it? I might do that later, but just to save some time, I'll import... Why don't we import the Avengers Tower now? Let that load. We got a nice little sunshade, little gazebo, whatever you want to call this. By the way, guys, if you see the frame rate start to lag a little bit, which does tend to happen, you can go up here to not space properties. Go to the hamburger, click settings, preferences, and then I'm in quality mode, so you can go to performance mode, which is gonna help with that. And then there's fast and normal mode. The reason I'm gonna keep it in quality right now is because there was a bug with performance mode earlier, and I was getting kicked, so I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna let them figure that out, but that's the reason why I might jump every once in a while. Here's the Avengers Tower. And, I mean, I might as well just say this now, as opposed to later on in the stream. Right now, guys, there are select collectibles in the Veveverse. It's not all of them. We did get a response from the Cavernous guy in the Veveverse chat the other day, saying that there's just a ton. They're still working on importing them all. But you might not see everything, and that's also the reason why this won't light up right now. Unless I'm missing something, guys, but this, for me, isn't lighting up. So, when I click on it, it won't. But you can scale it right up. Have you tried placing the Avengers Tower and building inside of it? Inside looks just like the app. But because you have the tools now available with the simple shapes, you can kind of just line this with simple shapes and build the interior. That just comes down to time, but those are all the objects in the architecture space. This is a sliding door. The sliding door has been a little wonky as well lately. It's not working right now. Send me an invite to your space, Mr. Champ. All right, this is gonna be the first time I'm trying this. Do I have to go back to... Oh. Invite. Mr. Champ. Let's go. Okay, so... I can add a note. VV visitor, creator, web video conference. I don't know what this one is, but the creator is going to allow him to move objects and like build in the space. Visitor is going to allow him to just visit but not like move anything. So I'll give him creator, but that should go through now. Is it possible to duplicate a group of objects? I haven't figured out how to do it. No, unfortunately, and that is a big thing that I think they need to introduce. So the hotkeys are a little wonky because right now, like in my opinion, it's industry standard to have like the copy and paste hotkeys, like Control C, Control V. If you go into Blender, you can do that. If you go into Unity, it's Control D for duplicate. Right now, I can't do that with objects. You have to right click and duplicate and then drag and drop, which it gets the job done. It's just a couple extra steps. It gets tedious. So I would like to click, copy and paste. But better yet, and what VV France is talking about here is if I select both of the objects here, which you can do, which is very good to see. You can select both of them. You can move them at the same time. I can go to rotate. I can rotate them at the same time. I can scale them at the same time, scale them. But if I click Control C, Control V, it doesn't copy and paste them. And if I click Control D, it doesn't either. So that's something they really, really need to prioritize, because if I'm building, let's say, like a wall feature and I need like 10 wood planks, I'm gonna import one wood plank in. I'm gonna reshape it, right? And then ideally, I just want to copy and then paste, 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 paste. I don't want to have to, you know, duplicate and drag and duplicate and drag. It sounds ridiculous, but it does take up time in the end. We got Johnny Dunn in the house. OG in the community. What up, man? Yeah, send me an invite to your space. Yeah, guys, that goes for any other beta testers as well. If you guys have spaces you want me to showcase on stream, drop them in the chat. I probably won't see all of them, so I apologize in advance, but besides the default assets, where are you getting your imported assets? It's a touchy subject right now, man. So the reason why I'm not showing you guys the space that I've been building out for like a week and a half is because as of like 2 days ago, they told us that any files that we've uploaded into the space that we don't own, we have to take out, including, from what I understand, Skyboxes, which now renders like 50% of my space useless. So I need to rebuild half of it, which I would do on stream, but I can't go into the space because it has stuff that I'm not allowed to like have in there, which I can't have on stream. So little bit of a hiccup there, but as of right now, dude, I can't add any textures anymore. Skyboxes, I don't know if I can still upload Skyboxes. Right now I can, and I have uploaded some here. These are all AI generated, so I don't know if that's going to be an issue, but these are all the default ones that they've provided, which are all quite dark. So yeah, if the team is watching this, figuring out the file button, because like taking away that now doesn't allow me to put like my branding in my world. It doesn't allow me to put like the VV artwork that I made and spent hours on it. I can't import that into the space. The GCU comic covers that I wanted to showcase, I should stop calling them comics. They're not comics, it's artwork. But I can't import those, which is a little irritating, I do have to say. So I hope they can figure that out ASAP. But let's move on here, because I'm rambling. Geology. Oh no, we didn't go to furniture, did we? No. All right, so they recently added all this stuff, which is good to see. I put out a video earlier today kind of breaking down me building out different lights from scratch. So this is all the type of stuff that you can kind of drop if you don't want to spend the time building things from scratch. So we got coffee tables. Let's see if I can just... There we go. Look at this. Got a system now. Boom. Hey, we got my collectibles in the chat. What's going on? So pumped to see you live in the actual Veveverse. Very exciting week for content. I can't wait to release tomorrow's episode, guys. So let's go one by one here. So the same thing with all the simple shapes. So if I now select this item, I can move the entire thing. I can rotate it and scale it, which is nice. It does kind of like certain parts will kind of start to morph, or not morph, but like look disfigured. But if I go like this way, like that still looks fine, right? Like, still looks good. What's also cool is some of these pieces have separate parts to texture. This one, bad example. This one has separate. I know that. This is in the other space. So I can texture both the drawers and then this piece. Okay. Now, in terms of materials, I will say textures are probably going to be one of those things that people will have to spend the most time to get used to. At least I did. What you're going to have to do is go down to this spot here that says tiling. So I just right-clicked, I went to properties, scrolled down, and this is pretty much going to change the dimensions of the actual pattern. So right now you can see some of the grain in the way that it goes. So if I change this to like 5, now it's smaller, I think. Smaller? Is that the right word? Yeah. Thinner? You guys know what I mean, but so that's how you can change your textures as well, which is good. Lots of customization there. Some of these I haven't even taken out yet. Sorry guys, I'm kind of falling behind here. Can I also go to the Veveverse? If you are in the beta, you can. But it drops on the 28th for everyone. Nice little table. Another nice little table. Start moving a little faster here. Yeah, basic furniture. And I was already getting comments on my post this morning being like, how much time did you spend doing that? If you guys don't have the time, don't spend the time. Like, just grab the default model and place it down. If you want to spend 15-20 minutes building out something more complex, then you have that option as well. And that's what's also exciting about the job opportunities with something like that, because there are going to be people building out spaces and making money from it now. Nice little kitchen island or something like that. And then glass. There we go. So that's all the furniture right now. And it's all cabinets and chairs, or cabinets and tables, sorry. I would like to see chairs and like beds and couches and things like that as well. So what up, Ben? Appreciate it, man. Is there water, Pasternak? There is no water right now in the library. Okay, that's... Oh, you know what? Good point. So I should also mention, and maybe somebody on the team has an answer for me on this, but I seem to actually be running a different version than all the other beta testers. I don't know why, but I don't have some of the features that some of the beta testers have. Like I've been seeing people playing with fire, the pulse effects to move stuff back and forth and like rotate. I don't have any of those features either. I'm not too sure why. But I do know that there's not water. There is fire, but I can't show you that because I don't have it. Black Demon, is there some kind of central hub where people can meet outside of the personal space? No. I actually talked to Ben about this. So, because I do think it's very crucial to have something like that. The reason why I understand they probably don't right now is because there's that 30-person cap on each space. And if there's a central hub, there's going to be a lot more than 30 people in it. But at the same time, I'm also a little confused with this topic too, because I remember people like looking at like Marvel showrooms and stuff like that at one of the Comic-Cons. So to be honest, I don't fully know, but let's go to Geology here. Thank you for watching, man. No problem at all. All right, so here's the Geology. This was one of the, like, okay. What was the piece? This was the piece. I was messing around with this one when I first came in. I don't know how I did it, and hopefully I'll find out here. When you scale this thing up, it starts to look a little grainy, right? There was a way where I made it look wet, and then all of a sudden, this thing looked very real. How did I do it? The material... No, it was one of these things. Ambient inclusion. Put that down a little bit. It was something that I was messing with here, but anyways, it made this look wet. It was darker but wet, and it looked really realistic. But you got a nice little underpass. And just like other rocks that you can use and build a nice little forest. Shout out to Sven with his 500 T-Rex. Yeah, all the different rocks. And here, okay. This reminds me of Halo because there was actually a rock that looked just like this in Halo, and so many map builders would use this to like set the boundaries on worlds, so like to prevent players from like walking outside the map. It would do this because back in the day you didn't have the option of stretching this object. So what you would do is you just take it and then you just copy and paste it and just create like a line of them this way. And of course it would just look like the same object, but now what you could do is rotate it this way and then scale it like this. And then when you start to really stretch it, it's going to look like disfigured. So do something like that and then copy and paste it. You got something much bigger to play with now, and it still looks real. And it still has that depth too, which is good. What's your take on how much they should price the premium version at? It's a good question, man. I don't have an answer for you on that because it really depends on what's in there. From what I'm hearing in the chat, it's like when you get the premium version, you might be able to like upload skyboxes, have more than 30 people in your space. There was something else as well. It'll come back to me, but it's yeah, it really depends, and I'm hoping the library is much bigger because finding out that there is a paid version was a bit of a relief for me. So it's good to know that there's going to be more than what I'm showing you guys here. In terms of lights, I am not going to import all of these, otherwise the world's going to look weird. So we'll start with these three. What about Tarzan water element collectibles? The water element collectibles will look just better quality than they do on the app, but it's just the same kind of like details and stuff. It's not like it has like flowing water or anything now. Tarzan. Here, I'll put a Tarzan comic down in a sec here. So we have a stage light. I will customize the one at the end here. We have a spotlight for the ceiling. Or not a spotlight, but you know what I mean. And then this is the spotlight. So now what you can do is go into the settings, properties tab. It'll be the same for everything. You can change its intensity, its range, so how far the light will reach, and then down here you can change like the actual dimensions of the light itself. And I can't stress this enough, guys. Lighting is going to be one of the most important things in your entire space. If you have crappy lighting, you could build a nice looking space, but it won't look good. Hey, we got emoji in the chat. What up? We gotta have a follow-up chat now that you're in. Absolutely, man. Hit me up whenever. I'm still waiting for you to hop on Marvel Rivals, just saying. Okay, so those are 3 of the lights. Directional light is what is lighting up the entire space right now, pretty much. So if I plop another one down, it's just gonna get way brighter. See? So I'm gonna take that out. Also, team members, if I have the library open, like I just did there, and I have a light selected, then when I open the library again, it should go back to lights. Like, it's a little tedious having to, like, reopen and having to open all these tabs again. I know there's probably bigger issues, but there's some to add to the list. And then point light is the same as, it's just a round spotlight, so don't need to show that. Simple shapes. With a not so simple humanoid figure at the end. All right, so this is all the shapes that's going to build 90% of your world. And another message to the team. Where's the hollow square? Because that's the one that you're going to be using the most. We have the hollow cylinder. We have the hollow triangle. We have the hollow half cylinder. But I need the hollow square. For like frames and all that type of stuff. So that's the one we're missing. Well, other than that, we got everything here. And then, of course, you can reshape everything. One cool thing with this avatar, guys, is you can use it as a character. So you'll see it will actually walk when I make it walk. And if I move it faster, it will run. I actually only found this out this morning. So I will figure out or think of things you can do with this. But yeah, right now I haven't really used this. Are there dedicated staircases, or is that something you have to build manually? So there is the one staircase over here, which you can stretch to your liking. But that's the only thing available now. Over time, I'm hoping stuff like that will be introduced. Like different, like a, 45-degree angle staircase, one of the round ones, stuff like that, so. Mr. Crypto, in the tutorial videos that Vivi posted, it shows which options are premium. Nothing special. The features are premium, even the changing the colors of textures. Wait, whoa. Changing the color of textures and the scale of textures is a premium option? You guys got to change that ASAP. If that's premium, that's crazy. Yeah, all due respect, if that's premium, that's got to be a free option. You can take a square and make it transparent like glass and build a frame around it. Yeah, Emoji's right. There are workarounds like that. You can even just take a square and then just put the image like on top of the square, like here. There's pretty much workarounds for everything we're talking about. It's just working smart versus harder, right? But you can take like a square like that, and then if I take one of my comics, let's go addiction. Anthony, man, appreciate the donation. Yeah, it also does that a lot, where the comic comes in backwards. But you can do something like that on the wall. It's really bugging me. And then you can just put like a frame or something on it. So that's just like an easy way to build a frame, but and of course there's, yeah, that. By the way, did I miss any invites? I know Mr. Champ, I sent him an invite, and then I know Johnny said he was going to send me one. I get distracted super easily, guys. I'm sorry. Simple shapes, skyboxes. We will look at that in 1 second. Vegetation. Now, I gotta say, the vegetation in this, I'm happy with it. It looks good, and I'm a big fan of VR chat. Been spending some time in that recently, and I actually see these exact same assets being used to create some of those worlds, which some people might look at that and go, well, sorry, some people might hear that and not like the sounds of that, but if you guys can see some of the worlds that are created in VR chat, then should make you happy seeing stuff like that, because you know that you can kind of replicate some of the same things over here now with this stuff. But we got some big trees, got some palm trees, we got some bushes. That's not whatever, we don't need to get technical. Palm trees. Create your own little forest, combine these things with the rocks, and you're off to the races. And then we got some VV collectibles. I would love if a VV member can give me permission to show my space, because the only things that I have in there that I'm technically not allowed to show are my GCU covers in like a small corner, so I can even avoid that corner. But then there's also my it's my VV artwork, and I have my Collector's Gone digital branding in there, because that's a PNG image that I uploaded. But from what I understand, I'm not allowed to have that stuff. But I would love to be able to show that world on the stream. I only found this info out not long ago, so I didn't have time to edit the world. In terms of changing your skybox, guys, go up to space here, go to space properties, and then you'll see skybox. So let's apply. All of these, all the default ones are dark. I'm sorry, I'm going to use one of mine right now. It's too dark. So let's remove the ground plane. So the skyboxes are the 360 images. So this will change your entire world. But I mentioned in one of my recent videos that what you want to do is you want to make sure that you build your world out, then you apply your skybox, because once you upload your skybox, the lighting inside your world is going to change a lot. So if you spend like a bunch of time placing, you know, all these spotlights on the ceiling and lights on the floor, then the way that those lights look might change after you've uploaded your skybox, which means you got to go back to each and every one of them, and it becomes a hassle. So upload your skybox and then make the changes to this before everything else. So here you can change your intensity, put it up to 1. It makes it a little bit brighter. I can see the lights easier. There's fog that you can toggle on, which I don't want in this world. Bloom, which is going to it's going to like accentuate like all the lights. See? Bloom intensity. can change the tint of that. Depth of field is for like narrowing your focus on something on the skybox, which I rarely use. Tone mapping I've been using because, well, as you guys see, it kind of makes everything look a little bit it's darker, but it looks more balanced. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but all the people who know these tools inside and out, by the way, I didn't go to school for any of this stuff. I just taught myself, so I don't know any of the terms. I'm sorry. White balance. Just more filters. Split toning. And I can do like red. And you have like a red highlighted map. I want to. And then avatar distance is just my scroll wheel, which I showed you guys already. Oh, color adjustments. These are all just standard settings you'd have on like images and stuff too. All in like Photoshop, Canva, saturation. All pretty normal stuff. Oh, whoopsies. I actually, that's another thing. Once you upload a skybox, you can't take it off. So that's something that we gotta probably change as well. So I'll go to this one in the meantime. There we go. Can you hide your screen real quick, delete the restricted items, and resave as a new name, then show it? Oh, you're talking about my other world. Yeah, I don't. It's gonna take a good minute for me to make the edits. That's the problem, because I mean, like, one of the images I used for like a full wallpaper on one of the walls. So, and to be honest, I don't really want to showcase the world without those features right now, because it's gonna make it look way different. So if I do have to edit the worlds, I want to be able to take the stuff away and then replace it like properly, as opposed to, you know, the stuff just being there. Might help if your face wasn't over the settings. Damn good point. Damn good point. Damn good point. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I have my my thing set up for Marvel Rivals. So where should I put my face cam? Because there's settings on the left and right hand side. That's the annoying thing here, actually. Nope, don't need to do that. My bad, my bad, my bad. Alright, I'll put my face cam in the bottom right. Hopefully that works. And then I'll take the chat away for now. Is that better, guys? Let me know. Appreciate that, John. Is that good? Yeah? Makes sense? All good. Okay, cool. Okay, so these guys are going to be pretty much the default items right now in the beta for the free option. And then you have your VV Collectibles tab and VV Comics tab. Back in architecture, you also have the VV Home and then the Home platform. So I can drop... I think that's going to appear small, isn't it? Yeah, hello. There you are. Comes with some lighting inside. But you guys have already seen all this stuff, so. Double cool, I'm surprised you're still here, actually. Anthony says, most excited about the era and amount of collectibles in a space. Looks pretty good to me, and the ability to finally pick the collectibles easily. Yeah, that is a good thing. Not trying to shuffle through like 3 or 4 with your thumb on your phone. And then one goes flying across the room. One second, guys. Oh, I did get an invite from Johnny. Okay, so if I go back to view all spaces, there we go. So Johnny's world right here. So I can join it by just clicking here, but just to show you guys the actual dashboard again. I'll exit the space. What specs do you need for your PC? They did list the system requirements. I don't have them in front of me at the moment. Somebody was asking what I'm running. I'm running a 4070 Super, which is like, I think way above what's required. I'll pull that up in 1 second. Loading environment. Oh, shoot. Oh, there's a lot placed in this world. Holy. All of these bubbles you guys see, like, there's a whole sea of them over here. These are all items he placed. Now, I am also loading into this in quality mode, so if I was in performance, it would probably be a little faster, but... First off, is Johnny in the space? That's another thing. Mic should be off by default. I'll keep turning that thing off. All right, what do we got going on here? What mode are we in? We're in fly. Let's go interactive. Still loading stuff. Shout out to Sven with the T-Rex. I don't have any of these in my collection, actually. I feel like I should probably grab, get one. All right, where are we going first? I'm kind of overwhelmed because I see stuff everywhere around me. Let's go this way. There's some fire. We got Steve Rogers. There's supposed to be stuff on these bases? Or is it still loading stuff in? Oh, here's a stream board. That's OBS. Oh, it's the okay, this is a user board. So it's showing all the users in the world right now. So if I turn my camera back on, it shows me. I do gotta say, guys, the lighting is bugging out. It is like a lot's going on here. Is this a track? Is that what this is above me? Oh, it's jumping bad. What the hell? Yeah, no kidding, Black. It's fine over here now. It's something over there. It's like all the reflections or something. What's up, Alex? I'm trying to figure out how to get up there. Yeah, I don't know what's causing this lagging. Because it's not my connection, it's not my PC. I want full bars too. Trying to figure out how to get around. How do I... You know what? Cheat it. It's got the Lambos. Okay, here we go. We got a garage. The GT. I don't know why the back of that looks so weird to me. The SVJ. You know what's funny is I sent a message to MC. And I was like, I'm missing collectibles in my collection. Because for some reason, I thought that I had the purple one in my collection for the longest time. Because I remember going for the drop, but I missed it. Like, I joined the waitlist. I missed the option to buy it. And then I told myself, I was like, oh, I'll just get it in the market. And then I never got it in the market. But I thought I did. So I gotta go pick that one up because I DM'd MC being like, I'm missing collectibles. And I was like, no, wait, never mind. My fault. All right, anybody in the beta, send me an invite to your world. We'll take a little tour. I'm going to go back to the dashboard here. I'm going to send a message to Ben and MC because I want to see if there's a slight chance that I can show my world. I appreciate the sub. Okay, so we'll see what they say. Actually, I just sent the message to MC. Because the one thing that's unfortunate with this is we only just found out. So if I knew even a week ago, I probably wouldn't have built my space the way that I did. Oh, so that's not responding. What are everyone's thoughts so far? And if you guys have any questions, let me know as well. I'll try my best to answer them. What's going on, Felix? Here, blah 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 blah. Yeah, this is the one I want to show you. It's got my you can see in the thumbnail, it's got my VV artwork, and then I also called it high rise, but I can't put that branding in it either. So let me see what they say here. I got the angel on my left shoulder and I got the devil on my right. I'm like, the devil's telling me to open the world. Oh, you won't get in trouble. You never signed an NDA. They can't hold anything against you. The other one's like, no, don't step on anyone's toes. What should I do, guys? Tell me. Oh, Champ said I wanted to invite to your build space. Working on it, working on it. Sorry, guys, one sec. Am I looking at these numbers right? It's 1,300. Damn, okay. Shoot. I wasn't even looking at that. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone who came by. Appreciate all the support. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna poke at Ben. I'm gonna poke at Ben here. I'm gonna poke at Ben. And my chat froze. I didn't even realize you guys were talking. Can we get a quick tour of a default template when it is first created? Yes, I will do that now. So we'll open up a new space. Let's do the well, you guys vote. You guys want convention hall or warehouse? Let me know. Convention hall or warehouse? Put it in the chat. John says click the button, say you didn't know. Loris, I think that's how you say it. Do you know that you got 1.1k live people on X? Yeah, I just found that out about a minute ago. I appreciate you letting me know. Convention hall. Convention hall. Alright. My thoughts so far, I need more collectibles. Yeah, we'll start placing some collectibles down here. Okay, so this is the convention hall. Now, on the either side, you got the north wall and a south wall. This is where the stream board feature comes into play. So you have the option of either dropping a stream board yourself, but then some of these default templates actually have them like pre-built into the world. So if I go up here to the stream board, you'll see all 6 of them here. So what I can do is choose a source to start streaming. Do my OBS virtual camera. I think that's gonna push. Screen 1, Veveverse. Here, I'll push my Streamlabs. There, now you guys can see that. There. Pushed it to all the... Okay, a little behind the scenes peek of my other screen. But yeah, you can stream it. Now, it's going to be a little laggy. From what I understand, this wasn't always the case. I saw some comments about... Oh, hang on a sec, guys. Hang on a sec, guys. We might get our foot in the door here. One sec. We might get our foot in the door. But yeah, that's the stream board. And then the default space. So I don't have all my collectibles loaded in as assets here. So I only have some. But let's drop... I'm not going to drop any of the animated, like the Steamboat Willies either, because the soundtrack keeps playing over and over. I have no option of stopping it, and it gets quite annoying, so... let's do... We already saw the Lambo. What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see? Let me know. My new hobby will be watching builds. Guess what? My new hobby will be building. There you go. Drop Wonder Woman. I've always liked this collectible. Based off the physical, if you guys don't know. The shadow on the ground. Two shadows. How does that work? Oh, it's both. Ah, okay. I'll scale her up a little bit. You want to see Vader? I think I have a Vader in my collection that's available. Yes, we do. Can you drop Batman in? Yes, I can. I think the only Batman I have available is the 89. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right here. Any collectible recommendations? Anything you guys want to see? Of course, that you guys see in my library. I don't have everything. One thing too is I'll import some, and I'll show you guys those in 1 second. I'm gonna import some comics here. So we'll do the manga. We'll do, where's my AF-15? AF-15. Oops. Oh no, that did do it. And then we'll do one more. Let's do MC number 1. John wants Superman. Good choice. Superman looks really good. Even on the app. That's still, in my opinion, one of the best looking collectibles. Love that piece. Can you make collectibles look more sharp in settings? Right now I'm running on quality mode, but there's this weird thing that just started happening with the lighting, like last update, and I'm like, the last update was this morning. So as you guys can see, like I'm moving around my world and the lights are like flickering, which it didn't do that before. We got a Superman here, and then if I take, let's say for example, AR tracker, I don't know what that is. I have this piece too in the world that I built. It's in like a nice little display case. I put a spotlight below it. It shines up. And one thing you guys are gonna notice with the lighting is you got to get used to it. Like there's a technique to it. So right now, with the way that it works, is in order for me to properly light this piece up, I would have to put another one down here and light it up from like this angle. Yeah, if you double click a piece too, it just takes you right to it. The ease of adding collectibles. Yeah, man. Being able to select multiple too, not having to swipe. I can't even imagine what it's like for people with, you know, 1,000 plus collectibles. Like if you're looking for something specific, you really can't get it in the vault. Let's see. Probably change the intensity on this one a little bit too. So you got to get used to the light. It's a little weird, but I will say lighting is way better than in the vault. So, and then I love just being able to scale up the artwork. It's not like it's pixelated or anything. You can walk right up. First manga on Vivi. Have we had any since, by the way? Is this the only one still? It's the ultra rare, I think. Felix, appreciate the support, man. Felix is one of the biggest supporters on this channel. You're awesome, man. AF15. Same thing, get right up close to it. Marvel Comics #1. All right. Okay. All right, guys. I'm opening it. I'm opening it. I'm opening my space. Now, I'm not done it. Okay. But this is the only space that I've really built in the Veveverse because I got access like 2 weeks ago, roughly, somewhere around there. And I've been spending like a week and a half. But right now, everybody who's built spaces has kind of showcased like, you know, open worlds. I try to go more for like a closed environment. So you're going to see here, you spawn in an elevator. And then it's meant to be kind of like a little penthouse. Oh, I'm already out. Oh, that's awkward. I'm already outside because this is where I left. I left off. Well, there you go. You get to see the how it was made. I'm not gonna move for a sec because I just want it to load. But red and yellow on Superman looks proper. Pastor Nat, appreciate the support, man. Okay, so let's go to. All right, we're gonna go to the spawn here. This is probably gonna be quite laggy because I'm streaming at the same time. My PC's like. Dang. Here, I'm gonna shut off my desktop audio. Can you guys still hear me? That's one of the bugs right there. Is I have my X-Wing in my world, and it's the engines just going like they're on all the time. Like you can't shut it off. So, can you guys still hear me, but just no like audio? Hey Viva, thank you, man. Thanks for gifting the memberships. Another huge supporter of the channel. Yeah, can you guys give me a thumbs up? Can you still hear me okay? I just muted my desktop, I think. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so this is where you spawn. I say, welcome to High Rise. Please make sure you are walking in first person, because if you're walking in third person and you turn your camera, you see outside the wall. So, I'm gonna just fly through this because that is supposed to be a sliding door that isn't really working right now. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. First person. Johnny says, hey, just tune in back in. Oh, Mr. Champ, I sent you... Should I send another invite? Here, Mr... There we go. Visitor. Send. All right. This is the foyer, whatever you want to call it. The opening hall. I have my Pride 2 piece. Right now, this isn't, like, the animation isn't playing. Then I have some comics here. I don't know what comics. This is number 2, I think, for Fantastic. Yeah, first appearance of the Skrulls, right? Some comics with the lighting. We got Around the Corner. This won't be here after the 28th. Some of my VV artwork. Batman Black and White. I can't remember if this is all part of the same set. I think it's just mixed, but we got my Pride 1 piece. And my 4th piece ever on the platform, I think. Ignore that. I'm still building. But this is the kind of detail that I'm going to point out, because like all of these lines on the walls, guys, are different shapes. So like I placed that line there, placed this line here, placed that. I placed the little metal part underneath the pot. Was it difficult to align the comics and posters on the wall? No. There is an alignment tool. I don't really use it right now because the measurements are a little too large and you can't change like the increments. If you could change the increments and scale them way down, then I'd be using it all the time. But right now, like the technique I've been using is, like if I wanted to, when I was lining these up, what I would do is I would just spawn an extra one. Right here. There we go. And then I would line it up this way. I'd go like that, and then drag it across and make sure that lines up. So that's how I've been doing it right now. I'm very, very picky. So keep that in mind as well as you guys are watching this. But yeah, that's how I did that. Okay, so let's keep going. Keep going. Drop a thumbs up if you guys like it. Drop a thumbs up. Ignore this. I'm building a lighting feature into the wall. All right. All right. My branding that I talked about. We got the black-pink VV heart. Pink heart. Every time my phone goes off now, I'm getting worried. Like, I think somebody's mad at me, but no, we're good. This is the piece I did for the Addiction Art Contest. Shout out to Mondo. But when they did, I think it was number 2. Yeah, number 2. I have Grimaldi's in the back there, and then I have the comic with pizza and the little syringe down here as well. But yeah, I did that piece, which was good. Okay, so this room I'm not anywhere close to. Again, this stuff's going to be gone after the 28th, though, because I can't have any of this. These are the comic, like the artwork that I did. We have Canada, the Scarlet Sentinel, Tasmanian Titan for Australia, Albion Avenger, UK, Germany, US, France, Mexico, Brazil, Ukraine. I don't want to focus on that stuff, but we got some of the concept art. I'm still working on this room here, which is why there's only some lights and nothing in these cabinets, but and part of a bench here. But there will be a full bench here soon. If you guys don't know me, I absolutely freaking love the concept artwork. The cars and the Finding Nemo ones are my favorite, so that's why I got these. We got my little Kit's Knight Rider. In the Veveverse, we see lower than 30 frames per second. I think that's a problem because most people want to enjoy Veveverse at least 60 frames. Completely agree. Yeah, the frame rate is, it's a little poor right now, I do have to say. I completely agree. 60 FPS at least. Here's another artwork that I did, the self-made piece. Got my little Steamboat Willie. And these are all, like, these lighting elements, guys, again, these took a little bit of time because this is a piece here, that's a piece, then there's another piece for the background, and then the light. And then to Vivi France's point, I would love to select, and copy and paste them all. But now I gotta copy and paste each individual one and rebuild it, which becomes quite tedious. So that ability to copy and paste like multiple objects at once would be amazing. I'm starting to just stumble on my words here. High rise. That's what I called it. Ignore that. That's coming soon. Okay, so this is the living room of the penthouse. Okay? So we have my Mickey Mouse lenticular collection. Not the full set, but just 4 of the 6. Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy. I turn them around because I like the signatures. Or whatever you obviously prefer. We got both the Addiction comics for number 2. Shout out to Mondo again. I got the, I think it was the uncommon on the drop, and then Mondo happened to pop into a web V space, and he handed out promo codes, and then I got the ultra rare on the from the promo codes, so I was able to match the two. MC number 1, Daredevil number 1. We got my Elsa, nice little lighting feature. How did you make that black and white picture? Black and white. Oh, the Batman one? Photoshop. GIMP. Same with this one. Actually, this video is posted on my channel. If you guys haven't seen the behind the scenes, there's a time lapse of me making this one. But we have Vader from the app. We got Boba, Rancor. We have Jabba. And then we have the Golden Moment C-3PO because he's shinier than the non-Golden Moment C-3PO. And then we have the Luke and the R2. Okay, so we got the Star Wars comic. This was the piece that you got airdropped to you if you participated in the first ever auction on the app. Actually, if we're over here, I might as well just show this. Yeah, they took out some textures that I had applied here, so I gotta rebuild this part. It's supposed to be black. But this is the collection of all 5, the Fallen Sun covers. This part I haven't completed yet. This is kind of like the section of the map for whenever I want to expand. So I got like a little room over there and a little room over here. I've already built out some of it actually. You can't walk through walls. But yeah, this will be part of it. Vibesman is in the chat. Amazing to see you in the Veveverse. Working your magic. We talked about this happening and it's beautiful to see it. So happy for you, and I look forward to learning so much from you. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to, actually, I don't know if you've announced it. Maybe I shouldn't say. You know what I'm looking forward to. You know what I'm looking forward to. I appreciate it, though, man. Okay, so let's go down here. First person. So then I can add pictures of my comics on Candy and collectibles on McFarlane using Photoshop. So to be crystal clear to everyone listening, no. Okay? I am showing things in this space that I am not allowed to have in the space after the 28th. So this artwork, okay, that is not from the VV platform, I will be taking off. The black and white piece over here, I will be taking off. The self-made piece, I will be taking off. So it was something that I was allowed to do during the beta. I wish we found out a little sooner, but right now, no. In the future, possibly. Okay. So now we are down here. We got my little X-Wing chandelier from the ceiling. Let's go left or right first. Let's go left. It's really laggy right now because I'm in quality, which I shouldn't be. I should be in performance, but I think the space will crash. First appearance Thor. What is that? Miles. Kang. We got some of the bigger titles on these shelves. Then we got my Superman with my Ultraman 7. Some more comics up there. I'm still working on the lighting here, but some of my collectibles here. Can we script collectibles on release? I don't know, man. I wish I had that answer for you, but I don't have... Okay, so if I click on a collectible here and I go to properties, and I go to more, did they change this feature? Was that always there? Oh, it's the non-collectibles. Hang on a sec. The simple shapes. Holo script right here. There's this feature yet, but I haven't figured out how to use it. So I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I don't have the feature to kind of move stuff back and forth like some of the other testers do, but hang on a sec, guys. Bear with me. I'm stuck in my couch. Okay, there. We're good. Okay, so we got my little... well, there's a water collectible for you, Double Quill, if you're still here. But we have the Fantasia Mickey. This couch is supposed to look different, because I had a texture on here that made it look like there was cushions, but now it just looks super, like, bare. It looks weird. But this is supposed to be a couch. And then I have my Dino over here. Mickey and the band. I got my Akomi logo with some books because I'm trying to look like I read. Ultimate Spider-Man. One of my favorite sets on the platform is still. Freaking love these things. I have like 50 of the common ones. But these look awesome. Why did my Oswald just disappear on me? You guys saw that, right? I'm not going crazy. Oswald was just dancing on the shelf right there, but hopefully we get to say hi to him in a bit. We got Stanley. I tried scaling all my collectibles down to try and help with the actual size of the world. It still ended up being quite big, but I got my stream board. Right now it has one of my episode thumbnails, but I can turn this on and pretty much stream like I showed you guys in the other space. Got some lights here, more golden moments. What comic is this? Can someone tell me what comic this is? Because I didn't realize I had this in my collection, and I think it's the ultra rare, or it might be an uncommon, but can you change the settings to performance mode? I would absolutely love to. And that's typically what I actually run this in, but for some reason, performance mode is what's making this world crash. So I'm letting the team kind of figure that out. If I went into my settings right now and I switched it from quality to performance, like the moment I click that button, you will see this thing crash. So I'm gonna keep it in the moment, or keep it in the mode that it's in right now. But yeah, Yeah, if I was in performance though, it wouldn't be as laggy, but unfortunately, it's just I wouldn't have a world to show at all if I was running it through there. But this is what I mean about scaling stuff down, guys. Cars on the wall like this, little art pieces, you don't need to use them like they're full scale. But this is one of my favorite Lambos ever, so I popped it up on the wall there. The door's open, which I meant to close that, but we got some secret rare comics too. I think I got this one on the drop. It's the only secret rare comic I ever got. In fact, I think it's actually the only secret rare collectible I've ever landed on a drop on Vivi. So for those who think they have bad luck, I've been on the platform for like 3+ years now, and I only got one secret rare, so. Little partner statue, this is what I mean with the lighting. It's still a little wonky, but when it does work, it works. Where am I in the chat? Dan will pay $1,000 to build me space. You know, I might as well promote this now because I can't have it in here after the 28th, but Elysian is going to be the agency that I'm running in here to build out spaces, so I do already have a little bit of a list of people, but yeah, if you guys are interested in working with me to do that, then you guys can always reach out to me. But shout out to people like blanking on the name, jeez. Felix, sorry. Who I'll be building out his space for. Do collectibles still interact? Ghost Trap and Slimer. I don't have the Ghost Trap, so I can't answer that specifically, but some collectibles interact, some don't. And those just tuning in, not all collectibles are in the Veveverse. I know a lot of people are probably hearing that and not liking that. And of course I don't either, but it's got to be said. I'm surprised the team hasn't brought that up, but it's got to be said. So like the collectible that's my profile photo. What the heck is it? Yeah, this red Huracan. It's not in my collection right now. Awesome space, and the amazing thing about it is everything in there has utility and are for sale. We got Sven in the house, although I'm not. Sven could be very positive or negative here. Prepare yourself, guys. Prepare yourself. Mygo? Is that how you say it? Mygo? I started off by saying A. I'm assuming a fellow Canadian here. What are your graphics set to? Right now I'm just set to quality mode. There's fast mode, normal mode, quality, and performance. Quality is, I think, the highest. But I was mentioning earlier about how some of the recent updates have kind of been screwing with some of like the lighting and stuff like that, so. Tassis, I don't know. That's a question for the team. I only have limited features right now. House of Bane, was it difficult to stack collectibles, for example, Punisher on top of the Punisher alley scene? No, that'd be much harder to do in the app because you might click the Punisher and then all of a sudden you click like the diorama behind him. In here you can be a lot more precise with your mouse and like what you're clicking. So for example, like the books here, I can click the other bookshelf or stack of books here without actually clicking like the cabinet. Is the Veveverse worth the wait? Depends on what you're waiting for. The social aspect, the building aspect. I mean, it's all there, but people gotta understand this isn't AAA. Like it's not going to be. They're like you gotta work around a lot of little bugs right now, little kinks. Sven says, "Can I retweet this?" Of course, man. Is it possible to record your vault straight from Veveverse, get saved clips to post on social media? That would be a game changer. Um, I don't know. I'm hoping for more recording tools. I was under the impression that there was going to be more. You can go into something like VR chat. You can pull out like a separate camera and film your world. In here, you can't do that right now. I can open up like a screen recorder and record my screen this way, and then you know if I want to crop out like the bottom and stuff like that, I can do that. But no, there's no tool that I can use that's kind of like built in here. Choo choo, appreciate the donation. Thank you, man. Yeah, Mygo says it. I'm gonna say photography, okay? Feel bad if I pronounce somebody's name wrong. But yeah, you'll have a bunch of options to capture your screen on PC. And speaking of PC, Windows, it is VR compatible, which was exciting to hear. So I have been reading some of the comments in the Veveverse chat. They're mainly positive. Like people keep saying that they did like pretty good on the AR side. I don't have a headset, or the VR side, sorry. I don't have a headset, so I haven't checked it out myself yet. But yeah, from what I'm hearing, it's good. What comic is this? I don't remember that comic. And then there's another time lapse on the channel too of me making this one. OBL, appreciate it. Yeah, photography. I was explaining a little bit earlier. I can't. If I reduce it to performance mode, it actually crashes for some reason. So I am stuck in the mode that I'm in right now, unfortunately. But I'm just trying to walk everywhere so you guys see all the little details. I got comics up here as well. Got the Patrick Hughes Retrospective. The Penny Black. The Skybox, not gonna lie, it's pretty trash. It could be way better, but it still gives you that illusion that you're in the city. No mint numbers displayed. I agree, it is crucial. It is something we need, but it is not something I've come across yet, so. By the way, guys, the map's called High Rise. I don't know if you could just search for it. Never actually tried that, but you're going to have different types of worlds built out. Like, you're going to have stuff like this. It's a closed environment where you can't really leave the penthouse. And then you're going to have stuff like Cold Chill's world, where you can walk around like a little city. Damn, it's really jumpy. Can you scale one collectible to really big and show details? Would appreciate it if you use Superman. Yeah, I can do that in one sec. Superman's in this world, so I'll have to hop over to another one, but for a week and a half of building, this is fire. Appreciate it. We can display comics. Yeah, you can. Comic covers. Comic covers. I love the Addiction covers side by side like that. It just looks so good. And then like scaling up images is really good. I think I mentioned it earlier, but it's all like crystal clear. It's not blurry at all. Matthew says just add the edition numbers yourself. Yeah, good point. You do have that option too. So another example of a workaround, just takes a little longer, but you can drop text. I will show people the elevator for those just tuning in, but I got some text right here. So you can drop these. Laggy indeed. Yeah, the lag ish, in my opinion, this should be the #1 priority for the team. I don't know if it's VV or Cavernous though. Like I don't know if it's the servers. I really don't know what it is, but I'm sure Cavernous does. Now I know where Josh was when I was playing Fortnite. OBL, how does it feel to be in online with it? It feels good. It feels good. I feel like I'm gaming a little bit right now, you know? But it helps the channel. And speaking of helping the channel, guys, if you guys are enjoying it, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. But yeah, this is like a more detailed, smaller space built out. And I didn't actually think that I was going to be showing this on today's live stream, but I did record a time lapse of me building the beginning of this before I started like texturing and stuff like that. So I can either post it today if you guys want me to, or I can just showcase it in tomorrow's episode. But it will show like beginning to end how I build like the initial structure of the map at least before I start decorating. The decorating obviously took the longest, but another feature I have on here too actually is I do have a video playing right here, and it's of the stars. I know we're not supposed to have PNG images, but that might be a little ballsy and just keep this one. I don't want to take away my starry headliner. Come on. Maybe use shapes to create numbers. You can. It's just that'll take a long time. I mean, you could just write it out using the text. Vegan things, yeah, it is lagging, man. It lags a lot right now. It's pretty bad on that side of things, but that's also because of the certain mode that I'm in right now, but also be because I'm streaming on top of it. As well as some other things, but I know the team's also doing a ton of tests. But yeah, guys, any other questions you have in the chat, drop them. I'm just flying back and forth to show people who's just hopping in now. Been jumping between stream. Oh, is somebody else live? Who else was live? And then tomorrow's episode, guys, is going to feature it'll have at least 8 designs for lights that you can build from scratch, but then I'm going to try and cover different categories. So hopefully start with lights and do like different benches, different fences, different staircases, different tables, all the different types of furniture and things like that that you can build in your space. I'm going to lay out like a bunch of different designs. Because I'm rarely going to be using like the default stuff. But that's just me, so. But yeah, it's very laggy. It's also the spot on the map that I'm in. Go up here, it'll be better. Format was on with master. Oh, okay, nice. Flashing says, when inviting a friend to create a co-op space, does he need a VV account or will it be a guest login? Also, if I'm on Pro, does he need Pro access? That's a good question. I would hope not. Right now, I'm pretty sure you're going to need a VV account because you got to be KYC'd. Unless they're going to change that, but... Because I know that they push the KYC back where somebody can still be on the app without having gone through. Which would be good for the Veveverse. Like, if somebody had the ability to log in, having not kind of completed like a full account yet, just to get a feeling for the platform, and then if they do want to either start building or go and buy something, then they can fill it out. But the official VV Twitter account shared your live stream. Let's go. Shout out to MC or Ben for doing that. I was in VR chat with Ben yesterday too, by the way, guys. It was so random. I was doing I was co-hosting WebV, and then at the end, I was like, oh yeah, and by the way, we're gonna be in VR chat, OBL, me, casual. If anybody else wants to stop by, I ended up being late too, like 30 minutes. I pop into the space, and then all of a sudden I hear Ben. I'm like, is that Ben? I think you just need KYC for market access. Yeah, if you don't need KYC to get into the Veveverse, that'd be awesome. But I don't have a, don't fully know. For all the Germans, by the way, yeah, I had it spelled like this at first. I am German, but I changed it. It's not going to be architecture in German. But High Rise is the name of the map. We'll stick in here for a little bit longer. Just keep flying around. If anybody has any more questions, let me know. But I'm starting to lose my voice here, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be live for. The paid version won't lag. Oh, man. Yeah, man, that like, and that's why I really wanted to try and be clear in yesterday's space. Like, guys, there are going to be bugs. This is not going to be perfect. Expect the bugs. Expect them. What's going on, Robel? Nice hearing from you. Whose Veveverse is this? Yes, it's mine. Tactics. What up, man? So, and shout out to the team. I appreciate you guys let me do this. But yeah, this is the only space I've kind of built out so far, so I didn't really have much else to show, so I appreciate the opportunity. How long did this take you to build? It was about a week and a half. But there was like a 2-day window where I wasn't working on it. And it wasn't like an all-day thing at all. It was just like a few hours a day, so. We hate bugs. I even got my Veveverse shirt on for today's occasion. I was not expecting to be able to stream this early at all. Yeah, we'll do let's do another fly through for those just joining in. I'm building a lighting feature here, so I'm gonna have like some dangling lights in the wall. They're gonna be all at like different heights. And it's weird because when I was building this space out, there was multiple times where I was kind of like second guessing myself. And it's one of those things where it's like you got to just trust the process, because you know, you put this floor together with this ramp and it might look like very bare, and then all of a sudden you put this chrome piece and it just cleans it up a lot, right? And then you do little details like that across the entire map and it just really starts to come together. So ECCL712. I don't know what the short form of that name is, but no, this is not pre-built. This is one of the spaces I built from scratch. So just to fly outside, this is what it looks like around. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. It's laggy. But yeah, this is what it looks like. And again, I'll be posting a time lapse. The heck? Oh. This is what I was talking about, where if you import these pieces, some of the textures popped up in the library, so I wanted to use like the cobblestone from the fence. So that's why this is up here. That's funny. But yeah, you spawn in here. Welcome to High Rise. Please make sure you're in first person. You come out the elevator after just walking through the lobby of your $10 million penthouse. We got another thing that was tough to work with too, and I really, really hope they add more, is the textures. The default textures, guys, were tough. I mean, like, these patterns really don't go together. So I tried to color the world as best as I could, but if I could have used different colors, I absolutely would have. Looks like a diorama in a bigger world. Duck, got a scoot. Thanks a million for the eye candy. Thanks, man. I hope you're doing well, by the way. But I'm sure I'll catch you soon. Thanks for stopping by. Pixel says, great work. Glad you made something indoors. Outdoor environments are much harder with the tools currently available. It's harder. And yeah, I like closed environments because you can just create something a little bit more like smaller, more detailed. Appreciate it. Here, you know what I'll do? I was thinking of just posting. I'll just do it after the stream. I was thinking of just running that video on stream, but Pasternak says he never had to dust anything off. Totally true. Totally true. Oh, we forgot. I'm in fly mode. Get down to first person here. Got my little stamps. Now, for anyone just tuning in, this latency issue, like the lagging and it skipping around, that's a thing that comes down to either Vivi or Cavernous. This is not my system. I'm running full bars right now, and I have a 4070 Super, which is above the requirements. So, and of course, I run like way more intensive games than this. So, I think, I don't know if it's Cavernous that needs to update their servers or something. I don't know, but it's on their end, for anyone wondering. The atmosphere is really great in the model. Are the couch, etc. seatable, like in spatial? No. No. I can't sit on the couch. It's more of like an aesthetic thing. But here's the thing that's so interesting about this, that it raises a lot of questions for me, because the underlying tech behind all of this is Unity. Okay? For anybody who's been in VR chat, that is how that entire platform runs. That's how all the worlds are built. It's Unity. Unity is a full game engine. Okay? Lots of mobile games develop, but it does have the photorealistic capabilities. Whether you're using Unity or Unreal Engine, you can build some insane games. Insane. Like Mandalorian uses Unreal Engine to create their show. That's how photorealistic stuff that's how photorealistic you can get stuff in that engine. So to have the ability to build out full game features on Unreal Engine and Unity, it's got to be transferable into something like this. But I would assume that it's like some sort of feature they have to toggle on, because in in VR chat, as a builder, what you can do is you can utilize their library of assets, but some of their assets are interactive pieces that were built inside of Unity. So like they have like a pool table, right? that you can like actually shoot the balls on. But that's a game that was built inside Unity, right? The driving feature on the mobile app with the DeLorean and the Lambos, I'm almost convinced that that is a feature that was built inside of Unity. So if the team really wanted to get technical and introduce specific little features and like interactive elements, I think they can. I think they can. It's just a matter of them working with Cavernous to, one, create the feature, and then two, turn it on. But then there's also the community side of things, where I think VV could toggle that feature on for someone like me to build a feature inside Unity and then bring it inside of the Veveverse. It's just we're not there yet. But, and that brings me back to your point, Tactics, is if I did have something like that available to me, I could create like a little interactive feature right here where I can click on it and then my avatar sits down, right? And you can do that in VR chat. But like, yeah, it just comes down to them letting us do it. But in VR chat, like every single world, the way the world like looks is fully dependent on the skills of the creator. It's not necessarily the assets that they're given, because like the very first world that I went into in VR chat, there was like little boats that you could drive, and then on the dock there was like a banner that showed all of the usernames who pretty much were like responsible or like helped build the world, but it broke down all the specific systems that each one was responsible for. So it said like this person created the steering system for the boat, this person created the floating system for the water, this person created the waves for the water, right? Every single little element was like built together, and again, all within Unity. So I don't know, it just comes back to those two things, Unity and Unreal Engine. They are very complex game engines. So if VV or Cavernous wanted to give us the capabilities of like really using those, I think they can. It's just it's a matter of time. Digital toys with Tommy. Notorious, you had to ask the question, didn't you? You had to ask the question, didn't you? Can your avatars jump? No, they can't. There's no physics in the Veveverse, guys. It's the reason why there's no water. There's no physics right now. I'm going to be submitting a list of feedback to the team that is near the top. If I'm, let's say, going back to Unreal Engine here, if I'm building a map in Fortnite, I have the option of flying around in camera mode to build a map, but then I also have the option of going into my avatar mode to walk around. And if I do that, there's physics applied to my avatar. So if I go into avatar mode, I can click space and my avatar is going to jump in the world, right? If I do that in here, first person, and I click space, nothing happens. If I go into walk interactive, I'm pretty sure I can... Oh no, I thought I could fly in this mode too, but no. There is no jumping. MC says, love the comic shelves. Let's go. Details are the way. OBL knows. OBL knows from VR chat. Robel, did you see / use the Open AI extension? I did see it. I did not use it. How did I get there? Robel, are you in the beta? If you are, remind me how to get there. Is it on a collectible? Digital Toys with Tommy. Spatial did it. Can't this happen in time then? Yeah, it can. In time. I would hope so, right? Because, and actually, good point. Spatial, I remember when they introduced the driving mechanic, that was a big thing for their platform. But it was years after they had already come out. Now you can go to Spatial and you can hop behind the wheel of a car and like drive it, and there's like physics and everything. That was like a mechanic that took time to build out. I'm also pretty confident that Ben knows this. I was just driving a car with him in VR chat, and I think he made a comment too. Casual was saying about how they were driving down a road, and he was like, "Imagine if you see a diorama here and a diorama there, right?" Like, yeah, like these ideas are already in their head for sure. It's just a matter of executing. But again, all this stuff is underlined by some very powerful game engines, so it's just a matter of like writing the code for the feature and then just launch. Does Vivi have a dedicated person or contact for the Veveverse beta users? There will be a lot of feedback and support needed after the 28th, I'd assume. Yeah, so they do have a contact from Cavernous in the chat right now. I don't know if it's going to be the same contact once everything opens up. But right now we do have a contact, yeah. There is going to be a ton of feedback flowing in though, so. Can you do anything with Omi? Right now, no. Right now, no. I think Foster made a couple comments on that. I don't want to take words out of his mouth, but if you guys want to check out what he said, check out his page. I think your entire stream video is lagging. Even your camera is lagging for me. Even the camera's lagging. It's not lagging on my OBS. Can people confirm in the chat? Is that just for vegan or is that for everyone? Is the camera lagging too? It might just be the frame rate for the leaves behind me because there's so much going on right now. Voice is smooth. Indeed, vegan. Mine to sound lagging too. Could be laptop. We got nearly 2,000 people who came through here. Damn. I appreciate all the support, guys. We'll do another walkthrough here real quick. I am going to wrap things up soon here, though, because... one, I got to get another coffee. My throat starts to hurt, but... I'm going to have a video coming out tomorrow. It's going to show a lot more designs, and I do also want to work on that, so... Now you got me curious, though, about this lagging. I'm going to watch the stream back, too. If I can do anything that makes the stream better next time, I definitely will. So I apologize. It was a little poor for this one, but we're going to learn as we go here. Even my voice is skipping sometimes. I don't know. Watch my stream on another device. Damn technology. All right. I'm gonna have a video. Damn. Okay, I know what you guys mean. I gotta be honest though, I've never seen that happen before, and I'm wondering if it's because the Veveverse is so intensive right now. Let me take this scroll flashbang. That's so there. My bitrate's fine, my connection's fine. It's not laggy on my screen, so it's I don't know. I don't know. Somebody from the team is probably still watching this, but I'm sure they probably already know that, like, the latency should be the #1 priority here, because, I mean, nobody wants to watch, like, a good movie in 1080p now. It's all 4K, you know? So, no physics, no. Oh, OBL's a little high, behind on the stream. uh, Notorious says, impressive, sweet build. What's the outside look like? You want to see what the outside looks like? It's gorgeous. Look at that. Is that not a house that you would live in or what? Look at that. No, I'm just playing, but this isn't a map where you go outside. It's meant to be more of like a closed environment. So you get out the elevator from the lobby downstairs. Let's say you're on the 56th floor. And then I get some comics here, meant to be in first person, so I'll do that now. Some VVR work. Say farewell to this. It's gonna be gone. The pride pieces. The files. By the way, this file thing, I really hope they fix this, because the team has also known how long I've been wanting to put these pieces in the Veveverse for. Like, they were interacting with my post like a year and a half ago on like an artwork gallery that I wanted to build inside the Veveverse. So it's like you guys know that we want this feature. I understand you're working with some big IP, so it's tough to get the approval, but not having the ability to like upload like this stuff, like my own branding, is insane. But maybe you should try to put it in full screen mode. Yeah, I'm sorry guys about the latency. I don't think I can do anything about it this very moment. I think it's out of my control, to be honest. I've already checked all the settings on my end. I can't go into full screen mode, but even if I could, that typically makes it worse for games. Being windowed like this helps. Change the performance and let it crash? Okay, well, we'll finish the stream that way, just so... Well... Drop your last questions in the chat. We'll round things off now. Any other questions you guys have, let me know. Any other things you guys want me to cover, let me know. Any recommendations for tomorrow's episode, let me know as well. These dragon pieces are sweet, by the way. I love this. We good? We good? We good? That X-Wing on the ceiling, I do gotta say, I'm glad I put it up there. I'm glad I put it up there. Nice little chandelier. It doesn't light up, but I'm still calling it a chandelier. Nice little touch. Nice little touch. Just adds to the whole room. I remember when I put that up, I was like, damn, that was a good call. That was a good call. This stream started to mess up when you switched from third person. Oh, God. We can't load in our creations. These files, no, you can't. Upon official launch, these won't be here. I'm not trying to confuse anyone. I was just trying to showcase my build, but... Tactics, of course, man. Thanks for all the support. I see your name, routinely, so... consistently. I feel like that's a better word. Last question. Fortnite? Sven. Sven, there's new characters in Marvel Rivals. I don't know why you're playing Fortnite. Human Torch and the Thing got added to Marvel Rivals. Yeah, guys, we're going to round things off here. Actually, here, before we do, let's go into that space where I built the different lights, and I'll just show you guys that real quick. Your opinion, are you bullish? I like what I see as the first step for the Veveverse. That's all I'm going to say. Because I think the success of this product is going to largely depend on us and what we do with it. So, just depends on how many creative people we can get in there doing some cool things. But yeah, right now I am enjoying it. I mentioned in the WebV space yesterday that I really like the interface and how it's kind of familiar to those who have used like Blender and Unreal Engine before. But if you haven't used those platforms, it's a very easy system to learn. There's not a lot of buttons on the side here. But if you do want to get complex with it, then you can right click and kind of go into all the little property settings and stuff like that. But if you don't want to, you don't have to, right? But on the left-hand side, your basic movement tool, drawing, text, texturing, measurement, pointer, and that's it. By the way, this is the pointer. For pointing at things. Let's use the pointer while we're going through here. So yeah, I did a time lapse. It's on my X page right now. I posted it this morning, so it's like the most recent post. But these are just some lights I built. Did this in about 15-20 minutes. And of course, if you guys don't have the time, default models in the library. Got some hanging lights right here, which is the ones I'm adding to my other space. Just more of them. Got this one. I got this one. I got this one. And there we go. New map on Rivals is fun. There's a new map. Oh, I haven't played that yet. Oh, is that the Dracula one? Or not Dracula, but the vampire one? Maybe it is Dracula. I don't know. But yeah, guys, those are 8 wall designs, or light designs as well. But if you haven't already, drop a like on the stream. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. We're going to be dropping a lot of Veveverse content. This is, of course, what I've been waiting for a while. So, yeah, we're going to be kicking things into to next gear. So, we're going to have building time lapses. We're going to have building competitions. You know, 4 different builders. Best one to build the nicest display wins a collectible or something like that. And then a lot of the spaces that you see on X are probably going to come into here as well. So, in addition to anything else that the team does. But no, right now I'm having fun. I have a lot more ideas that I want to kind of act on here, but just trying to be patient because, like I said, there are a lot of bugs and things the team needs to work on still before launch. But hopefully you guys are liking what you're seeing. The latency, though, I will agree, is a big issue. They need to fix this. Appreciate you, Pixel. Thank you. I was not expecting this much traction on this stream. I mean, I understand the Veveverse is opening, but to the 2,000 people who came through, appreciate it. And to everybody who donated, thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up now. So if you guys are just tuning in, I'm going to be dropping in an episode tomorrow. I am really stumbling on my words now. Damn. Need some food. But I'm going to be dropping a new episode tomorrow. It's going to break down how I built all of this stuff, in addition to other categories, benches, doors, fences, staircases, stuff like that. So if there's a particular category you guys want me to focus on or include, let me know. And yeah, appreciate everyone. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.